Greetings and salutations, audience. Mixed Game Mike here, bringing you Ace in the Window. Today, live to tape from the Bicycle Hotel and Casino in Bell Gardens, California. Greetings and salutations, audience. Mixed Game Mike here with Ace in the Window. Today, I'm joined by a co-host from the World Series of Poker, friend from Dealing as well, Connie Dean.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How's
Great
it
to
going?
see ya.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on the program today.
Definitely.
And helping out in the co-host chair today.
Yeah,
so,
I'm happy to be
it's
here.
great to see you.
Yeah.
Today we are shooting the show from the fabulous Bicycle Casino and Hotel in Los Angeles, California. Or I should say, lovely Bell Gardens, California.
That's right, Bell Gardens.
Yes, from Bell Gardens, California.
Check it out.
Absolutely. So, since you were available for the show, I figured it would only make sense if I brought in a lot of your experience and looked into kind of the coaching and playing background to look to see if we could pull any bits out for the audience to have a takeaway for, how you're thinking about certain poker situations and, how you might coach someone to go through a situation or think through a situation. So I'm going to use an old show of PokerSesh as a guide on this one for a lot of the questions. And that was the show where Abe Limon interviewed Mike Basich, which, if you're interested, you can find highlights on the PokerSesh Design YouTube channel. That is our sister channel, I suppose. Links are available in the description, and you can see all the highlights from the Mike Basich interview. It's a lot of good general information and a lot of just discussion about poker. And so we're going to go over kind of some of the same questions that Abe asked Mike, and just kind of, see how the answers are.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's talk about if you can name a couple of things winning players do. Now, these are winning players, so players that they're not losers. They win in the game, but maybe they win less than what they could be making. Maybe, in a 2-5 or 5-5 game, someone who is banging out $30 an hour, where they probably could be $100 an hour. What mistakes are they making that you're able to observe that they're just not quite getting it done as well as they could be?
There are so many players like this, first of all,
Yeah.
that could be doing so much better with a few coaching sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And instead they're grinding out, making $30 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
My average for many years has been over $100 an hour. And for me, I attribute that to a few things. One is that I try not to put a lot of chips at risk. So a lot of times these guys will sit down with the maximum buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I don't think that's a great strategy. You're putting all of your chips at risk right away instead of winning the chips that you're risking. So it makes sense to me to do a smaller buy-in, win those chips, and then the chips that you've won are at risk instead of the money out of your pocket. So for me, that's something that I see over and over again.
I can back that up just briefly with the story of something that happened to me recently when I was playing. I played the Brad O and Andrew Nemi meetup game at South Point 2 days ago.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know. Days kind of blur together. Maybe it was
Right.
3 days ago. I'm not sure. But anyway, I bought in for 200, and I had, through several hands, gotten that up to about 800 or so, which is a nice increase. It's good to build that up.
Right.
And then I found pocket kings. I thought, oh, this is good. I might be able to win another hand. This is kind of cool. So there's raising involved, and we do end up getting it all in pre-flop. And naturally, of course, I'm up against aces. And there went my $800.
Right.
But it wasn't $800. It was only two.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. So it was much better for me to run in my opinion, to run into aces in that situation and only losing $200, feeling like I lost $8, but only actually losing $200
Right.
rather than having bought in for my entire whatever amount that I had, 1,000 or something, and then lose that instead. So
Well, people
Yeah.
often ask me about, I play 2-5. That's my go-to game. And, everyone's sitting around with $1,000 to $2,000 in front of them. And many times I will buy in for 200.
mhm.
And they're just like, how can you do that? Like,
Yeah.
Usually within an hour, I have an average chip stack. So I'm only risking 200. Again, within an hour or so, I have enough chips where people aren't going to try to push me around. Obviously, I pick my spots
Mhm.
with the 200. I can take more chances with it.
Right.
If I lose it, I rebuy.
Yeah.
I'll do 3 rebuys at $200. So I'm risking 600 in a 2-5 game. And it's, for me, makes more sense to take 3 cracks at it at $200 than to buy in one time for 600 or even more. So I think that's one of the strategies that's really worked well for me. And my losses,
Mhm.
Aren't so great. So if you're keeping track over weeks or months and you're averaging out your per hour, $30 an hour versus $100 an hour.
Mhm.
Some of that starts right at the beginning when you buy in.
Right.
Another thing I would say is setting nightly and weekly goals for yourself.
Mhm.
And once you hit that nightly goal, you are out. You leave. Once you hit that weekly goal, you quit playing for the week. Most people play too much.
Mhm.
They play too many hours in a session, and they play too many days in the week. For me, I usually play 3 days a week. I average about 15 hours a week playing poker. That's not a lot.
Right.
You need to have a life outside of the game.
Yeah.
If you love the game so much that it's all you want to do, you're not going to be a winning player.
That makes sense to me.
Well, that's it for this show, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and tell us what you thought down below in the comments. Bye now.